sunrise shining over the old racetrack, dust in the air, there's no looking back. Gavin's getting ready, he knows the stakes. Got a world to cover, all the risks it takes. With the roar of the engines ready to ignite, the crowd is buzzing, can feel the excitement tonight. He takes a sip, heart pounding like a drum. In just 3 minutes the race will become 3 minutes to live, the thrill in the air. Gavin set to roll with stories to share, with flags flying high and engines that scream. In the heart of the action, he's living the dream. The announcer's ready, the cameras are shine. 3 minutes to live on the front line. The smell of gasoline, it fills the moment. Every twist and turn, new legends are born. The fans are cheering, you can hear the roar. As Gavin steps up, you know he'll give more. He's got the scoop on the seasoned vets and the new kids ready to place their bets. With friends in the pits, the adrenaline flows. In 3 minutes everyone will know. 3 minutes to live, the thrill in the air. Gavin set to roll with stories to share, with flags flying high and engines that scream. In the heart of the action, he's living the dream. The announcer's ready, the cameras will shine. 3 minutes till live on the front line. He thinks about the racers dreaming of gold. Every heartache, every comeback story told. From dirt roads to glory, they fought tooth and nail. And in just 3 minutes, it's their time to prevail. The engines are revving, a symphony loud. Gavin feels it all, with every heartbeat of the crowd. The flags go up as he adjusts his tie, catching the moment, he's ready to fly. With the light turned on and the cameras aimed, he knows this moment can never be tamed. In the world of racing where legends are made, Gavin's in his element, never afraid. In 3 short minutes, the adrenaline's high, the racetrack's alive. Oh my, oh my. So pull up a chair, take a breath and hold tight. Gavin's going live in the warm summer light, with every heartbeat and every cheer. In 3 minutes the magic will clear. It's more than racing, it's passion and pride. Stay tuned, my friends, it's time for the ride. hills where I used to roam, fighting battles all alone. Haunted dreams, they kept me awake. The edge of sanity began to break. Gavin's name whispered in the night, a warrior lost but ready for the fight. Chasing ghosts that danced in my mind, but now I've left that pain behind. I hear the thunder, feel the storm, breathing fire into this old one, rising from ashes. I'm taking back my claim, no more hiding. I'm playing the game. From the darkness to the light, I found the strength to ignite. No demons breaking my stride. Gavin's back and I won't hide. With every scar I wear it proud, turning heads I'll sing it loud. From the darkness to the light, I'm unchained, ready for the fight. Every whisper that has brought me down, faded echoes in a ghost town. But I'm breaking free, shedding my skin, finding power from the rage within. Faces and mirrors that I used to dread, fading shadows, now they're dead. Gonna rise like a phoenix from the pit. With every rift I'll never quit. I hear the thunder, feel the storm, breathing fire into this old worn form, rising from ashes. I'm taking back my claim, no more hiding. I'm playing the game. From the darkness to the light, I found the strength to ignite. No demons breaking my stride. Gavin's back and I won't hide. With every scar I wear it proud, turning heads I'll sing it loud. From the darkness to the light, I'm unchained, ready for the fight. And when the night falls, I'll stand tall. Won't let the shadows take my eyes. Gavin's heart beats like a thunder drum. With every heartbeat I have overcome. The battles fought will echo far and wide, bringing hope to those who've cried. So take my hand, we'll start anew. Together in this journey we'll break through. From the darkness to the light, Gavin's voice echoes burning bright. No more chains will hold me down. In this newfound freedom I have found. From darkness to light, I rise again. With every breath, I'll not pretend. This is my anthem, my bold invite.
Well, good evening, everybody. It's Gavin Bass one. I'm just checking my microphone as usual. It's lovely to be back, I must say, and thank you all very much for your um, lovely well wishes and everything that you sent me. Much appreciated. Nice to see WERC and Pure Speed Syndicate um, getting together and merging into a fabulous night for Friday nights for the guys. Looks like a really, really good grid of guys tonight. And oh, to say that I'm uptight and nervous is an understatement. It's been a roller coaster of a week. But thanks to a lot of you guys, it has made it an awful lot easier. Anyway, everybody is readying up, and we are in Brazil tonight with a full quali and 36 laps of absolute horsepower madness. Raging Hawk, LFC James, Cold Brew, Maverick, Jay Weber, everybody who's in that chat. You all mean an awful lot to me. Thank you. So, 14 seconds to go, and we are going to be ready. If I'm a little subdued tonight, guys, apologies. You're going to make me fucking cry now, Weber, for fuck's sake. Pardon my language. Hi, Watson. Nice to see you, buddy. Interlagos, Brazil. Pure Speed Syndicate merging with WERC on a Friday night. What more could we ask for? Just bringing our communities all even closer together. Fabulous work from everybody. I do believe that Raging Hawk has had an especially busy day trying to get this all set up for everybody, and I hope it goes all very smoothly. So, with all of you guys in the chat tonight, what are your predictions? I hope the quality of the video is especially good tonight because I decided to stay in my house where I live from November through to March, and I've upped all the resolutions and internet speeds, so the quality of this should be absolutely spot on tonight. As I said earlier, lovely grid tonight. Welcome to Keers in the Ferrari this evening. Respirator is going to be out in the Mercedes, and LFC James, the young 14-year-old. Good evening to you, James. Thanks for everything. Thanks, Keers. What's it? He's driving the Haas tonight. Massive thanks to you as well. Bow 13. Now, is that Mark Bow by any chance in the Aston Martin? If that's Mark Bow, we're in for an absolute nutter treat. He is a fast guy that I started my sim racing with about a year ago actually, and he is incredibly fast if it's the same guy. So if that's Mark Bow, I'm telling you now, beware. Rossi, good evening to you, sir, in the Racing Bull. 21 cloves of garlic. He's driving the Racing Bull this evening. And Fonafay, he's in there tonight in the Ferrari. Good evening, Fonafay. Silent Shadow driving the Williams and Brahms in the Alpine. Big Woods, good evening to you, sir. And Setters in the McLaren. Big Woods actually driving the Mercedes this evening. and it's Lucky Luke driving the Aston. TN7, haven't been with you before, buddy, but you are very, very welcome this evening. And Banisher, good evening to you in the Williams. Hydrogen driving the racing or the Red Bull this evening, and he is actually on his out lap already. Daza, good evening to you, Daz, and he's driving the McLaren this evening, and John DT out in the Haas already, and thank you, John, for all your very, very kind comments. So, let's just stay on board with John, and let's give him the first lap at Interlagos, Brazil. I'm Gavin Bass1. This is Pure Speed Syndicate on a Friday night for the all-new Round 1 for the merging between WERC and the lads from Pure Speed Syndicate. So here we go. This is going to be fun. As you know, everybody from P15 down doesn't make it to Q2. Just love this part of the track because tire wear plays a really important role around these corners. Once you get 5 or 6 laps on those softs, mediums or hards, it starts to get very squirrely around there, and it's most important that you have got the ultimate setup in that car to keep it on track. So that's going to be important, as is the first corner. Very, very tight first corner there, and Kears puts in a 108.274 to knock us off this evening. Don't know if Johnny T is listening, but tell him that he needs to get an invite. Is that Johnny B? Yeah, James, if you could invite him, it would be much appreciated. Some of the laps are coming in now. 109's there for Hydrogen and Watson, and a 110 for John DT. He's finished his lap. So let's see who's out on one. Looks like Respirator's out in the Merc, so we'll have a look and see what he can do in the Merc. Oh, he's jumping into the pits. On Mofonafé, on the Ferrari. .208 miles per hour, clock 209 there before the left-hander. Fonafé puts up a 108.1, so he's top of the charts at the moment in that Ferrari. Both Ferraris look fairly pacey tonight. One's 100th between them, so 1/10th between them, sorry. But let's just see. Bonifay's just going on here. Let's see if we can get on with somebody else. Let's go on with Rossi. Is Rossi on a lap? Let's see. Not sure he is. Let's go with Setters. I always find that corner very tricky myself. And then onto this really, really fast part of the corner. 204 miles per hour, and round that left-hander he goes, and he's going to give it loads up the hill. This is where you need to use your ERS effectively. Puts that corner beautifully. Rear end of the car just a little bit out there, but he's dead stable now. Come on, Setters, let's have a good one from you. This is a lad week in, week out's never far away from the front. So I'm expecting a 108 here for sure. It's just how low a 108 we're going to get. It's a 108.9, so not a bad banker lap there from Setters in P5 provisionally. So he'll better that on his next run, I can guarantee you that. KP, I don't think I've ever been on with KP before. He's in the kick tonight. He's on an out lap. So I'm going to stay with KP and see how he goes. But it looks like everybody needs to get into at least the 1.9s here to get through to Q2, I would say. But we'll ride on board with the kick and see how he gets on with his full racing lap here, his fast lap. So round this left-hander, and he will just activate the DRS very shortly, and we'll ride on board and see how he goes. Raging Hawk has put a prediction in. He's predicting that Brahms comes first, Bonifay second, and Bose is second. I wonder, is that Mark Bowe? Does anyone know if that's Mark Bowe or not? If it is, I can tell you, he is absolutely rapid. Looks like KP backed off that lap slightly. Let's ride on with LFC James in the kick. See what he's got for us tonight. Oh, he took those corners very nice, I must say. That's not easy there. Oh, he doesn't back off much round there. That's pacey. This could be a decent little lap here for the young lad. Let's just see what he can do in Sector 3. Oh, nice traction out of that corner indeed. So let's see what he's got. Just left enough battery to give it a squeeze there, but he could have left a little bit more. Let's see. P11 for LFC James with a 109.672. So not a bad lap there, and he will want to better that on his second run. Look at Bonifay, 108.1, still up there in the Ferrari. On with Daza. He's jumping into the pits. Respirator's doing a wee bit of grass cutting. Caught on camera, Respirator. Sorry about that, buddy. Let's ride on board with the Aston of Bo 13 here, see if he can better this 108.474. Oh, he's jumping into the pits. Me bad. On the Brahms. He's out of fuel. Brahms is a 108.608. On with Lucky Luke. P12 at the moment, trying to better that 109.639. He's a 10th up at the moment, so he's making progress. He could just get himself into P9 or 10 here. Nearly 2/10 up. So this could put him in maybe P11. He just needs to push in Sector 3 here and squeeze a lot of that ERS. Stays in P12 for the meantime. That's it's Lucky Luke in the Aston Martin. Yeah, Ferrari looking very, very strong here this evening indeed. Rick, big competition there for all of the guys. On with Banisher, he's in the Williams. He's jumping into the pits too. Commandary, good evening to you, sir. Nice to see you on board. Hope you enjoy. Here we come. KP manages a 15th there with a 1:10.329. So everybody from KP, in fact, LFC James downwards are all going to be under a little bit of stress, I think. On with what's it? Thirteenth for Watson. He improves slightly. P13. And commentary is Kears. Off right, okay. Hi, Kears. Hope you've no lagging problems tonight, Kears. 4 minutes and 31 to go of this Q1 here in Interlagos in Brazil. Looks like a real good dry weather. Weather can be a bit iffy around here, so it'll be interesting to see what the race throws up. Not too sure if anyone's got a race report or a weather report for the race. But the Haas just goes onto the grass, and I hope he's okay. No worries at all. I'm just taking it quite easy, to be honest with you, and trying to save my energy for the race. Let's just say I'm quite highly medicated at the moment. But I must admit, guys, I'm really enjoying being back at it. Really good. Silent Shadow has retired from the session. P4. I'm just going to bounce into the invites here and see if I can get any of these guys in friends here. Don't see any of them. I won't start snoring because right after this quali, I'm going to go down and make myself a double espresso. Fonafe is retired from the session. No, they're just retiring from the session to get back into Q2. That's all. Thanks, Hawk, for that. I'm just not exactly 100% at it tonight, to be honest with you, mate. It's like a wee bit slow motiony for me. But anyway, we're here and we're cracking at it. But just look at those. The guys down from LFC are all struggling here to try and make quali 2. Chat all you want, buddy. It's always good to have a wee bit of company. What beer do you drink? Oh. KP has possibly invalidated, and something a bit weird going on there. I think he was possibly slightly held up there by his teammate. Nice wee crowd watching tonight, and everybody's very, very welcome. It's really good to have you all in the chat and back at it with the Pure Speed Syndicate. Now merged with WERC on a Friday night, so full grid near enough, and Brazil can throw up some quite interesting stuff, so it'll be really good to see how the first couple of laps go. Oh, lovely. Guinness and Peroni. What a mix. You will be talking some bull later, buddy. KP seems to be really struggling to get a lap in here. He's in sector 1, but he's used 25% of the battery, so I'm not too sure it's going to be good news for him. But let's go on with LFC James. He's in the drop zone very much at the moment there in P15. So any of those lads behind him, Banisher K or John DT or Respirator, they could all knock James down. So James needs to put a real solid lap in here. And right now he's 0.3 down on his previous lap. So I'm not too sure James is going to be able to do anything about it. 0.3 in Brazil with only 29% of battery. Nope, he's not going to do it. Seventeenth for KP. And I have a feeling we're going to be losing. Let's see if Banisher's still on a lap. No. I think we might be losing Banisher, KP, John DT, and Respirator this evening. You might be just lucky enough to get through to Q2, James. I think Banisher, KP, John, and Respirator are definitely missing out on the Q2, Q3. $21 cloves of garlic in there and 21, 109, 109. So he's in 10th place at the moment, and I'm sure he's got a lot left in the tank. But Fonafe, P1, Kears 2, Bo is in 3rd there with a 108.473. Silent Shadow, he was happy with his lap very early on with a 108. And Brahms, he's right in there behind him. So there you have, there's your standings. Fonafe, Kears, Bose, Silent Shadow, Brahms, Rossi, Hydrogen Setters, Big Woots, P9. What about you, Big Woots? 21 cloves of garlic, TN7. He is in 11th. It's Lucky Luke. He's in 12th. Dazas 13. Watson 14th. Well done, Watson, and well done, LFC James. Commiserations to Banisher, KP, John DT, and Respirator. Looks like Respirator's a German guy. So unfortunate for him tonight, but it's a long race and one of those races where there can be a lot of overtakes made. So jumping into Q2, and I will just, I'm just going to put this on broadcast mode for a wee while, and I'm just going to go and grab myself a little cup of coffee. We'll just wait till somebody goes out, and I'll get all the track data and stuff up for you to watch. Excuse me. I'm going to get it now. I am. I'm nearly falling asleep in the seat, to be honest with you. I'll just keep it on broadcast mode, guys, and you can keep an eye on the times yourselves. I'll be back very, very shortly. See you all very soon. Okay, that's me back with a lovely cup of coffee, I must say. And we'll try and catch up on some of the action. Tell me this, is there much of an improvement in the graphics? Raging Hawk, thank you so much for gifts instead of donations to coffee. Oh, forget that for the meantime, buddy, honestly. Graphics are a lot better. Oh my goodness, that's great. I'm so delighted. This is what you're going to be in for from Wednesday onwards. Just having a little biscuit while I'm talking to you as well. They're like a little wafer with currants in them with like white yogurt over the top of them. Keep yourself awake. But I promise you, I'm trying my very, very best. I know it's not too good tonight, but I'm trying my best. Oh. Some Irish shit, yeah. I think it came from Lidl, actually. You know those injections you see them getting in the film when they're lying there and they get a big injection? I think it's adrenaline. If only I could get an injection of that tonight. It just seems to be everything is in slow motion, buds. Custard creams, yeah, I love custard creams actually. God, these three qualities are flipping long drawn, aren't they? I actually love, you know, the Tunnocks caramel wafers that are covered with chocolate and coconut. I love them. Whenever I go fishing, I always have a packet of them with me of about 8, and I eat every one of them. Talking about fishing, I'm going fishing on Sunday. So that'll be another row with my wife for not wearing my cast on my wrist. Anyway, I'm getting away out of the way of this altogether. But you can all read, you can all see what's going on in the quality there. We can all see young James needs toilet roll. TN7, Daza, Lucky Luke and What's It, they're all going to be in the toilets very shortly too. Bonifay actually needs a really good lap here, so I'm going to ride on board with the Ferrari. Let's see what he can do. Here we go. Hit that corner, hit that corner. You get the wrong entry into that corner, you've got it wrong altogether, and you can cause yourself some absolute squirrely moments. But this looks fairly solid here from the Ferrari driver of Bonifay. Yeah, I'm going fishing on Sunday. It's probably my last trip of the season. In fact, it will be because I'm coming home on Thursday morning. Oh, James crashed. Wouldn't be like him. I'm sure he's having a wee giggle to himself there. Oh, Funafe's actually flying here. This is looking really like a fairly solid lap here. I think this is going to put Funafe well up the grid. Getting a wee toe as well. That's lovely. Two Ferraris working very, very well together. Oh my good gracious. I just knew that was a fast lap. I wasn't even watching the sector times. But Funafe just produces a 107.3. Oh my goodness. Here's a beautiful 107.9, and Bo is in there with a 108.4. So LFC James has retired through putting his car into the wall, I believe, or something like that. And it looks like there's 4 minutes and 18 seconds left, and I would say everybody from 21 cloves of garlic down to what's it will all have to go out again. How in the name of goodness, Hawk, are you going to cope with 3 races? 4. You've got 2 tiers on the Saturday now, and you've now got the Sunday. I'm telling you, boyo, you may give up your day job and start charging. Who's going to be first to go out? They're waiting. James Bindit coming out of the pits. You know what, James? You'd be better not admitting things like that. Wow, they're all leaving it to the last minute, that's for sure. All eyes on TN7 and all eyes on Daza. It's Lucky Luke and What's It. Big Woots and Rossi Woe aren't just too safe there at the moment either, just depending on what these guys have got in the tank. But the Alpine is now out on his outlap, and he's going to try and put something pretty special in here this evening. You killed your knee today. Ah, poor boy. Get yourself a wee Disprin there. Get your mummy to give you a biscuit and go to your bed, buddy. Here we go. TN7 trying to reveal himself tonight and putting himself out of the drop zone. Currently in P12 with a 109.462. So all eyes on the Delta, top right-hand corner. And let's see what he's got for us in Sector 1 this evening. Something doesn't look right here. This guy's not using any battery. Looks terribly slow, so I don't think TN7 is on a lap. I'll tell you who is. It's Lucky Luke in the Aston. So let's have a look and see what he's doing. Here's in front of it, put their feet up. They're now getting a massage from Lucky Lucy. They're getting their nerves all settled and their muscles all lovely oiled up and ready for the big one. Lucky Luke's just about to finish Sector 2 and he's half a second up, which is pretty good. That's enough to put him into maybe possibly P10 if he can get a good Sector 3. He's got lots of battery left. So this Aston Martin driver has got every opportunity to get into the top 10 here, can he? No, he doesn't. He's into P12, 109.194. Sector 2 here with TN7. He's 3/10 up. He's threatening P10 here. He's threatening P10. Let's see what he can do. Oh, he just bangs it into P10. Absolutely beautiful. Big Woods is struggling there, but let's see what he's got here at the end of Sector 3. He's driving the Mercedes tonight. Go on, Woods. Oh, beautiful. P9. So he knocks TN7 down, and Setters is in P10. Really unusual to see Setters in P10, isn't it? On with Daza. Doesn't make it. P12. It's looking very like PN7, Daza, LFC James. It's Lucky Luke and Watts. It all just may be going down. And we've got ourselves a Q3 here with Fonafe and Keers leading the way in those two Ferraris. Is that just a coincidence, or are they just two fantastic drivers? I know they're very good drivers, but is that coincidental that both the Ferraris are both P1, P2? Cloves of Garlic puts in a really, really tight lap there of 108, 102. And Silent Shadow is really good there at 108. Very, very little between them and P10. Just look at the difference, guys. Not an awful lot in it. And this could be the making of a very, very close race here at Interlagos in Brazil. So Daz only makes P12. He's in the drop. And we are now into the very sweaty part of the quali. So Fonafe 1, Keers 2, Cloves of Garlic in the Visa Cash app in a P3, Silent Shadow 4, Bo is in 5, and Rossi 6. Good round for Rossi. Brahms, great lap from him there in the Alpine. Hydrogen's there as always at 108.720, and Big Woods in there very nicely at a 187.75. Setters just squeezes in with a 18830. And that's your top 10. Everybody else sitting out for Q3. Yes, a clean race would be lovely, but with such a packed grid, I can give you some statistics. Actually, I'll just give you them now. I was looking these up earlier. Let me get onto my phone. Yeah. Interlagos. First race was 1973, 2.677 miles. It's 15 turns in total, 6 to the right, 9 to the left, anti-clockwise. High downforce course with quite a lot of uphill sections, we know that. 2 DRS zones, particularly good for overtaking. And the pit loss time is 20.5 seconds, ranging between that and 21.5. 60% chance of a safety car this evening. And the virtual safety car is only at 30%. So a 60% chance of a safety car this evening in Interlagos in Brazil. For anyone just tuning in, and quite frankly, there's an absolutely brilliant, brilliant, brilliant audience in tonight watching. Super to see. I'm just hoping I'm still coming through okay, because my Twitch and my phone has just sort of said that I'm not there, but I think I am okay. Let's have another wee look, see if I can find it. Yeah, we're still there live. All good. Thanks to young James, always keeps me up to date with my my graphics and my vocals. But who will we ride out with at the moment? Let's get this telemetry up, and that will lap data up. And I think we'll go on board with this lad. Looks like he's going to try a lap very shortly. No, he's going to pull over. So who's on a lap? Looks like Rossi's on one. Let's jump on board with Rossi and see what he's got here in the early stages of this Q3. Not a bad sector two, actually, for Rossi. This lad's never far away either. Pretty consistent little driver. Over the line he goes with a 108.849, so pretty decent banker lap there for the Racing Bull. Hydrogen, not a good lap there for Hydrogen. Big Woods puts a 108.9. Let's go on with Kears. Mr. Consistent in the Ferrari. Round the squirrely corners here at Interlagos in Brazil. Keeping that Ferrari really, really steady on the track. Into this left-hander he goes, and he's going to absolutely send it over the DRS zone into the start-finish grid here. So let's see what we've got. Oh my God, 107.991 for Kears. He just produces it every time, this guy. Unbelievable lap. So he sets the standard at 107.991. What's Cloves of Garlic at? He's on a lap, so let's jump on board with the Visa Cash App of 21 Cloves of Garlic. As I always say, there's not a vampire about in this Interlagos track here in Brazil when this guy's about. The garlic is just stenching, and he will drive a stake through their heart at the first sighting. Oh, Bo puts in a 107.918, so he's now in provisional pole. And it's starting to really heat up here on track. Two guys in the 107s, and 21 Cloves of Garlic's on one, but he leaves himself very little battery over the line. What does he get? He gets a 108, fourth position there. 108.233 for Cloves. Let's go on with Fonafay. Oh, he absolutely slides it round that corner. Oh, he loses the front end there. That'll have cost him a couple of tenths. Still think it's going to be a relatively good lap though. If I had to guess, I would say it was P5. But my guess is as good as my commentary. It sucks. P1 for Fonafay, even with that front end slide. 107.832 for the Ferrari. Almost setters in the McLaren. Pretty aggressive driver is Setters, so I'm going to be keeping an eye on him tonight, see how he goes. I don't know how he got that time sliding twice, but Setters puts it up into sixth there with a 108.308. Nice wee lap from Setters, but I know there's more in the tank there. So Rossi's just on another warm-up lap here, and he's just getting the teeth into those soft tyres. Let's see what he's got. Here we go. Let's ride on board with Rossi for the full lap here and see what he's got in this Racing Bull. Oh, no, well, we won't. He's actually going into the pits. He's just about probably got enough time just to get those tires back on and have another whack. Is everybody starting to feel the tension? On board with hydrogen, sector 1. Let's have you. You're on with the Red Bull at the moment of hydrogen. He's trying to set a lap better than 108.568 at the moment. He's nearly 3/10 up, so I could see hydrogen being in the top 5 here very, very soon. I would guess 4. Oh yeah, I'm really on it tonight, guys, I must say. I've got absolutely fuck all right tonight. Just keeping the tablets on, going. Just keep taking the tablets, big man. I'm about as accurate as a Rolex watch, for goodness sake. And they are not accurate. 2 minutes and 25 to go. I'm Gavin Bass 1. This is Pure Speed Syndicate's new round 1 of the merge between WERC and Pure Speed on a Friday evening. And it's really, really good to see such a compact and full grid tonight. I think we're in for a few interesting moments, let's just say. And I dare say some pretty tight racing as well. Oh no, don't tell me Brahms is getting impeded. Yeah, it's okay. Just about got away with that. That Ferrari was doing a wee bit of weaving. I don't think he was keeping an eye on what was going on, but he got there. Don't think Brahms was held up at all there. I think that was good. Good bit of timing there from the Ferrari driver. Honestly, John, you don't want any of these tablets. You'd be putting about a lap in of about 120, 1.7. Trust me, they just absolutely slow you down. P4 for Brahms in the Alpine. That's a lovely lap there from Brahms. A 108.037. Very, very solid, steady lap there. And that puts him in P4. Not the worst place to be. Like, actually, a really good spot to be is P3 and 4 on this grid. So I have a feeling that Brahms and Keers could make a really, really good start in this race here. Big Woods, he's having one final go by the looks of it. 44 seconds on the clock left. He's 8/10 up, but 2/10 up, but he's way out of battery. So Big Woods ain't improving. Unless there's a hurricane comes and blows him right up the gearbox. Let's jump on with the Williams of Silent Shadow. See what he can do in the last dying moments of Q3 here in Brazil. Oh my goodness, Fonafay just puts the hammer down and puts in a 107.233. Half a second ahead of Cloves the Garlic now in second place. And that's a cracking lap from Cloves. Really, really good stuff here. Come on, Silent Shadow, let's have you. Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely lap there from the Williams of Silent Shadow. Puts it up into P4. Bo gets a P3 in the Aston. So a few wee changes there last minute. Fonafay still holds the crown. Cloves of Garlic second. Bo third. Silent Shadow going to be P4. Fifth on the grid's going to be Kears. Bram sixth. Rossi is going to be seventh. Setters is going over the line now, and he doesn't improve on eighth at all. Hydrogen's 9 in the Red Bull, and Big Wood's 10th. And that, my friends, is the end of Q2, I think. Or Q3 even. I am absolutely on fire tonight. Cut me a bit of slack, guys. Keir's messed up at the last corner, he says. He was on for a 107.3. Keir Santa's coming too. Remember that. Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Keir's is having a woulda, shoulda, coulda moment. And James had a did a moment. He actually did it. And Keir shoulda and coulda and woulda. Oh dear. There you go. Fonafay P1, Cloves of Garlic 2, Bo in third. Silent Shadow, great lap from him. He's an American guy by the looks of it. Kears in fifth. Bram sixth. Rossi seventh. Setters eighth. Hydrogen ninth. And Big Woods in there in 10th. I think the scene is fairly well set for a very, very entertaining race here in Brazil with Pure Speed Syndicate's first night on a Friday night with the merge between WERC and now Pure Speed Syndicate holding the license for this Friday night race now and totally in charge of it. A big shout out to BN who ran WERC, always kept in touch with me, and obviously life pressures and work pressures obviously got to get on top of him, and he has handed the reins over to the hyper logo changing pain in the butt Raging Hawk, but no better guy to take the league on, and he will turn it into something quite special, I'm sure. Yes, I'm still awake. Cheeky bugger. I tell you what, hyper boy. Yeah, hyper boy. I'm a hyper boy too, but I haven't been too hyper the last couple of days, I can tell you that. Normally I can get those times absolutely perfect on the quali laps, but I'm about 8 tenths out. We're not having a formation lap, are we? We're just away. Looks like it. And we're away in Brazil. No formation tonight. It's just straight at it. Hope everybody had enough time there to get themselves sorted. There's your tires. And there's your telemetry. And there's your lap data. We're all away. Mostly on mediums. LFC James is going for the softs. He's going to have an early stop, get into the clean air and just run his own race. Pretty good stuff from him. Fonafay takes the lead. 21 Cloves of Garlic second. Wee bit of a coming together there at the back, but nothing too bad, I don't think, whatsoever. It looks like a really decent, clean race so far. Just going down the mall, keeping a wee eye on them round this squirrely section. A lot of guys, naughty. A lot of people get a wee bit of red mist here and think they can go up the inside. But I tell you what, yes, it's a very possible move, but it's a move you need to do when your brakes are totally warm and your tyres are bedded in. But Fonafay is the leader of this race. And right behind him, you've got 21 Cloves hunting him down. Any position changes worth talking about so far? Yes, absolutely. 3 up for Big Woods, 3 up for TN7. Watsit's really on the move with 4 up, and really, really good start to this race. Let's keep at it. Look at the Aston. Goes on the move. He's tracking down that 21 cloves of garlic. Gets a wee bit squirrely there, as they do. I'm going to keep a wee eye on them all round this corner. Here they come. Nice wee race going on here. Somebody's going up the inside. I think that Aston Martin there of Lucky Luke was having a wee look there. But he just keeps it tight at the moment. And they're all up the Williams. Go ahead there. Banisher makes a beautiful move there on KP, getting himself up into 15th. Lovely, clean, perfectionist move there by the Williams. Good evening, everybody, for tuning in with Gavin Bass this evening with Pure Speed Syndicate on a Friday night. We're in Interlagos in Spain, in Brazil. I'm now in Spain, for God's sake. Cut me a bit of slack tonight, lads. I am definitely not on it, but I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. I don't care. I'm too bloody stoned, or whatever it is those tablets have done to me. Here we go. Here comes 21 cloves. But Bo takes the inside line, and the Aston goes for it, and the Brahms is on it as well. These 4 are having a bash. He won. But look at Bonifay. Bonifay's away to the chippy. Battered haggis, 2 double chips and cheese. Who's sacked? Get LFC James to do comms. He'll be far better. Oh, love it. Silent Shadow, P5 in the Williams. These battles will all start to develop very, very soon. Much quicker than I'm developing. Rossi in 10. Oh, suspension gets the first penalty. In fact, no, there's a couple. Let's have a wee look and see who's the bad boys. Bad boy for TN7. And a naughty step for suspension. 3 seconds each. Don't think it'll affect their races too much, but I don't think they're going to be up with the front guys. Just look at Bonifay. Nearly 2 seconds ahead on lap 3. This guy is on fire. On to Silent Shadow, P5. Let's see. He's trying to make a move. Let's have a look. He is definitely making a move. Side to side drag race into the left-hander. Can he keep the outside? Yes, he can. He's going to get the right-hander, and he gets position. Beautiful move by the Williams. Got to make it a really, really cheer for that one. He'll enjoy watching that back. Perfection it was. Absolute perfection. What's TN7 doing? He's making a move in the inside. Oh, we caught it on camera. Oh, we caught that one on camera. Ticket, 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 ticket. Here comes the ticket. Rossi P10. He's chasing down Kears. Kears has had a slow start to this race. I don't know why he's back in P10. Maybe any of the viewers could give me a wee bit of help with that one. But why has he dropped so far back? Maybe he had a wee bit of early contact or something. A nice wee battle going on with hydrogen here as well in the Red Bull. So it's Red Bull against Daza, and that's Daza in the McLaren. Can he do anything on the DRS zone here? So he should have it. Let's see if he can get close enough. He's got 40% of the battery left, and he's just about in the right position now to make the move. Yeah, he's going to get there, and I think he's going to have to say goodbye to Daza. Up the inside he goes, makes it beautiful. Oh, they're going to go into the left-hander together. Daza just tucks in behind, and that Red Bull starts to dominate that position beautifully. You just realised who Johnny 2 is. Who is Johnny 2? Suspension DNF'd, and we've got a yellow flag. So has there been a bit of problems at the back of the grid? And have we got a yellow flag or a safety car or a virtual safety car? Did that say safety car there? If it did, I think they'll all jump into the pits. Let's see the tyres. 4 lap mediums. Yeah, I would say they probably will jump in. I'm just having a look at the signs. And on the track, I don't see... This is the bloody thing about this game. You don't see a safety car on track. Maybe it's just a virtual safety car. A virtual safety car. Thank you, Hawk. God, I'm glad I have you, honest to God. I have a poodle beside me and it knows nothing about racing. Here we go. Looks like we're back at it. Bonifay absolutely blasting ahead here. 5.4 seconds in it at the moment, and I'm just going to look for the battles. I'm going to go down to Rossi and P10. He's going into the pits. 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lanes. So the rattles are going to get thrown out of the pram there. He'll be booking. We've got a yellow flag again. So what's going on here? Definitely, Gavin, you are not on it tonight, but I'm sure the lads will give me a bit of an exception tonight. I'll have to improve. LFC James speeding in the pit lane. Hawk, will you give those guys a personal lesson on how to put the car into the pits, for goodness sake? It's going on too long. Far too many people getting that penalty now, including me. Back to racing speed. Big Woods, nice wee battle going on here behind the Williams of Silent Shadow. They're in a DRS train. Oh, James is retired. Oh my God. Why have you retired? Got spun out first corner. Right, okay. But that's not a good reason to retire, James. Look at the Alpine here, because there's very, very high chance of a safety car because there's a lot of close racing going on there. KP goes way off the track there in 13th. I don't know what happened to him, but he's back at it now. Maybe it was James. Oh, no, it's KP. He's a wee bit erratic there, to say the least. Just going to jump on the Silent Shadow. He's having a real good look at Brahms here in the Williams. So it's Williams against the Alpine of Brahms. And Brahms is going to have no protection here as they enter the DRS zone up in towards the pits. So I do expect the Williams to make a solid move here on the Alpine. Look at the battery. He's got everything in the tank, and that Alpine is just going to have to move over and let that Williams through. Oh. Oh, look at that Alpine. That Alpine is really pushing there. Brahms is pushing, and he makes a lovely move past Cloves there. Gets himself up into P3, but Cloves is having none of it. Cloves takes it back, and he puts himself right back in there, P3, and he's right behind Silent Shadow now. So Silent Shadow is defending. Look at the cars coming in behind there, and look at that Alpine trying to make a move on the outside. He nearly does it, but I don't think he's going to make it stick. Here comes Cloves. Oh, we've got a virtual safety car. Why have we got a car? Oh, who's that? Safety car. Oh dear. Yellow dot on the track. Okay, right, bud. Thanks for that. Yes, I do. All right, okay. Fair dues. So there you are, James. There is your lesson, and there is your lesson absolutely 100. And I'm sure Rick will agree with me. You've just thrown a good night's racing away, James. You could have now gone into the pits, got a new wing on, and you would have gone into back into this race for a bit of fun. Never throw the toys out of the pram in a race like this. Never. Says virtual safety car at the top of my screen. The game is a little bit screwed. but I dare say that might be a good time for me to go for a smoke. Unfortunately, I don't have my laptop with me, guys, to give you all the, well, at least you're man enough to admit it, but you've just thrown away a real good opportunity. You could have gone into the pits there and you could have battled your way through the grid because you had a bit of decent pace tonight. Just learn, every race, just learn. I don't know about this league, I'm not too sure about the rules, but I know in certain leagues if you retire in the pits that you do get a little warning. I'm just going to leave it on broadcast mode here for 5 or 10, or not even 5 minutes, guys. I'll be back in a wee second. I hope I don't miss the restart, but if I do, it'll all be there. See you in a wee second. Well, if your knee's hurting, that's a good enough excuse. I'm sure Rick will allow you. Can we have a big shout out to the mother of my kids, Kerry? She's watching with me. Kerry, good evening. I'm Gavin Bass 1, under the influence of diazepam and all sorts of other things, because I had a total meltdown during the week, and thanks to a lot of the guys in this league, they kept me company and helped me pull through it. I'm not my usual bubbly, flamboyant self tonight, but it's lovely to see you here this evening, along with Rick tonight watching the race. Hope you're having a wee glass of Prosecco or a wee glass of wine and treating yourself, and don't let him drink it all. I'll be back in 2 seconds, and a big shout out to the kids as well. If you're listening, kids, I'm Gavin Bass 1, and it's lovely to see kids watching. Hope you guys, if I don't know if they're boys or girls you have, Rick, but if they're boys, I hope you get them onto the steering wheel and get them in there. You never know, I might be about even to do commentary on them when they're old enough to do it. I'll be a pops, double pops. Be back in a wee second. I am having to go for a wee toilet break as well, so I'll leave it on broadcast and you can see the front runners anyway for 2 or 3 minutes. I know you'll cut me a little bit of slack tonight. Cheers, Gav, you sexy fucker. I don't know about sexy. Oh well, I'll go and get that coffee. Looks like I'm just back in time for the restart. Let's have a look at them around this corner. Tight one from the Ferrari there. Look at that Alpine, look at that Alpine. Oh, she's tight. She's tight. Keeping it really clean, and that's a lovely move by the Alpine of Brahms there. Must admit he was patient on that move, and he made it work really, really well. Look at TN. Every single driver is in the DRS zone right now at this moment. Big Woods is in the lead in the mediums, but he decided to stay out on 11-lap old mediums. I'm not sure that was the right move to make, but he just wants to be in the front at the moment. 10-second penalty for Kears. He will be absolutely furious at himself for that. Lots of penalties starting to happen there, and Respirator, Kears, LFC, Jameson suspension out of the road, and we've got a caution now. Just looking for damage here, guys. No damage there. Oh, here's damage here. Looks like Rossi has been involved in a little incident there and has lost his left hand or his right. It's another safety car. So they're going to jump into the pits now. That's a real good move for Woods. Woods will love that. Would your kids like to hear the safety car song, Hawkie? Would you like to see Donald Trump, or would you like to see the other Snoop Dogg? Snoop Dogg or Donald? Let me know. Give me a text now and I'll play Snoop Dogg or Donald for you. They're in bed. All right, I'll not bother with a safety car song then. It means me going into the other room where the PC is. Oh, Trump, okay. I'll give you a bit of Donald. Let's do it.
Right, lads. It's now been reported to me, the President of the United States, about safety cars. Sort your shit out and get that driving sorted out. I have told my good friend Gavin just to feck out for a while and grab a coffee and a smoke. He doesn't need to watch this total ballocks. Sort it out.
Engines roar, the laps are flying, crowd is on its feet, electrifying, but a wing's gone loose, there's debris near, yellow flags, the track's not clear, and the lights start flashing, silver star. Here it comes, the safety car. Gavin's gone for coffee, Gavin's gone for a fag. While the pack is crawling, all tucked in a drag. He says, I'll be back when the racing's on. Wake me up when the sprint has begun. Cars weaving, tires cooling, fans all grown, impatience dueling, cameras pan, but the pace is slow. Coming box feels like a late night show. Gavin shrugs, I've seen it all, cars in line. Just a motorway crawl, so Gavin's off for coffee, Gavin's off for a smoke. While the circuit sits yawning, he's in on the joke. He'll stroll back and when the green lights fly with a fresh hot cup and a cheeky sigh. Marshals clear the track, the crowd begins to cheer. Engines growl again, the real race is here. But Gavin's chair is empty, the mic's left alone. He stops it out, back on air. My friend's safety car's gone, the battle's alive. And Gavin returns just in time to describe. Back on air, my friend's safety car's gone, the battle's alive. And Gavin's gone for a fag while the pack is crawling all tucked in a drag. He says, I'll be back when the racing's on. Wake me up when the sprint has begun. Drivers weaving tires, coal and box, feels like a late night show.
We've got a restart. Here we go. It looks like Bo in the P1. Lovely. Bonifay P2 in the Ferrari. PN3, Silent Shadows 4. And I'm just going to bounce onto those tyres. Yes, indeed, I do know him. Played golf with him as a youngster. So here we go. Just trying to make sure everything is nice and tidy at the back here. That Aston's having a really, really close look at hydrogen. All looks pretty cool. Oh, nice move for the Merc there. Oh, the Merc gets blocked there, and he just, that pass. Nice wee battle for P1 here. 17 laps of 36. The Ferrari has a wee look. Just puts his red front in the mirrors of that Aston of Bo and says, you know what, I'm Bonifay and I'm going to be coming for you. And you can be sure he will. Silent Shadow on 4 now. He's making a move, I think, on TN. Yes, he is. He's going to make it outside. The two of them just clip each other very slightly. But that's a wee bit more than slightly there, guys. The ghosting's on, thankfully, so there was nothing to report terribly there, but... Oh, look at the Williams. Oh, he comes on the track very, very carelessly. And unfortunately, Silent Shadow has caused a big off there. Now, that was careless, and that will be a ticket, I'm sure. Night cares. I don't know what he was doing, but it wasn't good. Look at that Ferrari. Bonifay's wanting it and gets it. Into P1, Bonifay goes, and Bo has to sit in second now. Let's go down to Cloves. He's in P5, and he's in a wee train here with KP, Daza and Big Woods. All flying down the straight here, all looking for a position change. That Merc of Woods is having a wee look there. 21 Cloves gets a 3-second penalty. Position changes are there. 11 up for KP. So there you are, James, if you're watching. There's one of the guys who didn't do so well at the very beginning of the race, is sitting in P6. That's what happens when you stay in the race and you get safety cars. You could be right up there, buddy. Lesson learned, I hope. Down to setters. Bonifay puts in the half fastest lap of the race there at 1:10.180. So Bonifay's starting to get going. P1 he is. Look at this. Oh my goodness me, there's a real bad incident there. The kick of KP got absolutely taken out. I don't know whose fault it was, but that could be another safety car. Maybe not. Silent Shadows out of the race. Respirators out of the race. Kears is out of the race. LFC James is out of the race. And Suspension all out of this race. Down to 15. Bonifay in the lead by 1.7 seconds now. But there's a good little battle going on here. 21 Cloves of Garlic tied in behind the Alpine of TN7. Setters pushing as well there in the McLaren. Two McLarens together. That's Setters and Daza. Let's see if he lets Setters through. He should do. Setters makes a nice overtake there, but he's got the inside of the Red Bull. Oh my goodness, this could be trouble. Oh, wee touchy there. Three-second penalty for Setters, going outside of track limits. A few guys jumping into the pits now, and a few... John DT is in 11th there in the Haas. He's sitting in nicely behind Watson there, forming an orderly queue as he does. Nice overhead view of these three guys battling it out around the S-bends. Rossi looks like he has a wee bit of pace now in this Racing Bull. So quick look at the tyres. There they are, all on hards apart from the medium of John DT, and KP's put on a fresh set. Oh! Quite a bit of contact in this race this evening so far. It's very, very close stuff. Spanish are down in 11. There's your position changes. John DT, 8 positions up. Doing really well there in P10. Starting from the back of the grid too. A decent little battle going on here now. So let's just run down the drivers as they are on track at the moment, and another quick look at those tyre situations. There's your tyres, 13 lap old hard, so there's another stop to be made, I would say. Bonifay in P1 with a 3.5 second lead at the moment, and increasing every single corner. There he's up to 3.7. Bo in the Aston Martin is second. Then in third, you've got the Racing Bull of 21 Cloves of Garlic with Setters in fourth in the McLaren. Hydrogen back there in fifth, but he's fighting very hard in that Red Bull, and Setters is going to have a battle on his hand here. PN gets a 3-second warning there. Rossi's in there in sixth in the Racing Bull with Daza in the McLaren, not too far behind at all. Watson's in there in eighth, John DT 9, and 10th is Spanisher being. Brahms is down in 11th. He'll not be happy with that tonight. It's Lucky Luke. He's down in 12th in the Aston Martin, and it's just a move being made in the inside there by somebody. Let's just see what happened there. I think TN just took Lucky Luke there. Big Woods in 14 and KP back. Quite a considerable amount there in P15. On with John T. John DT, sorry. Hydrogen gets a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. My goodness, these speeding in the pit lane penalties are really ripe tonight. And then goes John for a set of hards, I would say. Gets the car nicely slowed down. No speeding in the pit lane for him, and right now it looks like he's running a pretty clean race, which is really what he's aiming for these days. He's made it quite clear on comms and in the chat that he's wanting to try and finish races without any penalties. Out he comes. Nice fresh set of hards, and off he goes. John could do quite well here now. That's the last tire change for him, and he's going to come out there, and everybody needs to pit in front of him. So if he gets a lot of clean air now and a lot of decent fast laps in a row, John could find himself fairly well up the grid. On with Hydrogen. He's tracking down Lucky Luke. Lucky Luke pulls over and lets him through. Just knows the guy's got so much pace. Nice move from the Aston letting him through. If it's not your race, just let them through. Honestly, there's no point holding guys up. Look at this. Alpine at Brahms is now on Banisher. He might make a double move here. He's going for the inside line. This is going to be a cracker if it comes off. Oh, he gets late break. The three of them wide into the corner. Three do not fit round there. And one of them had to back off, and that was definitely Watson that had to back off there. He lost a wee bit of position there. And it looks like he lost a nameplate plate on the right-hand side of his car as well. He has done. Oh, excuse me, they're starting to separate now. Lap 24 of 36. If you're just tuning in, I'm Gavin Bass, one with the Pure Speed Syndicate's new Friday League that has come together with WERC. An eventful little race so far, to say the least. But look at Setters, P3 for the McLaren, and he's chasing down Cloves. On with Big Woods. Let's go down to Big Woods. Let's give the Big Woods some love. He's having a move here, and he's going to have a look at this Lucky Luke Aston. Makes it stick on the outside. Nice move there. That Aston's been very kind tonight. Off he goes. P11 for Woods in the Mercedes. TN. Oh, that's careless. That is really careless stuff between those two lads. Unfortunate. Caught on camera, guys. Dazza P6 in the McLaren. Ten laps to go here at Brazil with Pure Speed Syndicate. And the Fonafe is just running away with that on the 17-lap Old Hard. 16.5 seconds ahead. Will he make a pit stop? I think he probably will. If I were him, I'd do it pretty swiftly and get in there with that gap that he's got. Wonder will he go in now? Nope, he's going on. 17-lap Old Hards are still doing very well for him. On with Bow and P5. He's having a wee go now at Rossi. Sweeps round that left-hander and gets right on the tail of the Racing Bull now. And this should be an easy move under DRS. Oh, Cloves gets a 10-second penalty. He will be absolutely pounding at himself for that. I've never seen as many 10-second penalties given out as much tonight. That pit lane in Brazil has got to be given an awful lot of courtesy, and you've got to brake really, really early. So the penalty situation you can see there, some very hefty ones going. Cloves the Garlic, 23 seconds. His race is all but over. Hydrogen, he's not going to have a good end to the race with 13 to serve. But look at this. Fonafe is absolutely in a league of his own right now at the moment. Down to Cloves. He's in 11th. Pushing now for Daz's place. Out he comes. The Alpine's going to have a wee go here at the Red Bull of Hydrogen. Let's see what he can do. Used up all of his ERS there, chasing that down, so he's not going to really get it on the next one either. The Red Bull of Hydrogen still 20% of battery, so he's enough just to defend this Alpine off here. Can't see the Alpine catching him. Daza, P10, he's having a look again at Lucky Luke. Nice move for the McLaren, gets up at P9. Running clean as well. Now we've got a battle up here at the front. And look at it. It's Setters, Bonifay and Bow. And the tyres are there for you to see. Bonifay is now on 0 lap mediums. He's going to run away with this race absolutely and utterly. Bow might give him a run for his money though in the Aston. Nice move by the Aston there in the P2. Bow's chasing him down. Nice wee battle. But Bonifay is away nearly a second already. And he just gets out of their DRS zone so quickly. And while those two lads were battling, that just gave him the opportunity to pull away. But he's not just away enough yet. Bow's trying to push. But he doesn't have an awful lot. This is a wee spot here that you can actually make up a bit of time. But you need to really brake late into this corner, this one especially. See if you can make it stick. Bonifay's definitely run the way. 1.7. I'm going to jump on with John DT here, down in 13th in the Haas. He's now in the P13 on those 6-lap-old hards. So those hards will really have been coming into themselves now. And I dare say that John DT might be in a position here to make a move on What's It. Bonifay just posted the fastest lap of the race there. Let's have a look what it was. It was pretty good, I know that much. 108.809 for Bonifay. Setters is carrying a 3-second penalty and so is Rossi. So the only person that has a chance of catching him is Bow. And I don't think that's likely. John DT still trying away behind this Haas. He might be able to make a move here. Daza gets himself a 3-second penalty as well. Up to Rossi, P5. Going back to John DT again, he's pushing. Harvesting away at that battery. He's got a nice wee bit of energy left in that battery. So I think there's going to be a move. All he needs to do is stay on the gearbox of his teammate here. And there's going to be an overtake on the start-finish line. That's exactly what he's done. Oh. These guys are teammates, but they're having a battle together. 21 cloves of garlic, really racking up the penalties tonight. That's not like him. Hydrogen also. Big separation on the track now, so I'm just going to run down the drivers with 4 laps to go. And I'm just going to put those tyre situations on first of all. There you go, there's your tyres. 18 lap old tyres for Rossi. They got to be starting to scream at him, but he's going to let them ride to the end of the race. Cloves of garlic decided to put on a set of softs. But Fonafay's really dominating this race now. There's your position changes. The only battle that's going on at the moment is between John and his teammate, and that's the two Haas's. They're having a real old battle. Good wee scrap going on there. Banisher wants a wee bit of it now. The Williams is coming in behind them. So while those two Haas's have battled away there, Banisher's taken the obvious. And he has now joined the queue. And Banisher wants a bit of this. Pretty patient from Banisher there, to be honest with you. I think I had probably had a wee go at the inside, and if he'd have just got that nose in front, he would have owned the corner, and he would have had to relinquish that. A really, really big separation on the track now. But Fonafay's out there by 7 seconds of a lead. Penalties ranking up big time. There you go with the penalties. Fonafay just dominating this race from start to finish. Started on pole. Looks like he's going to win the race as well. The only scrap on at the moment is these three. So we'll just go on with them until the last bit of the lap, and then we'll see the winners through. But a good little battle going on between the two Haas's and the Williams. I have a feeling that Williams of Banisher will maybe make a move here. He might get a double DRS move here. Oh. Some very abrupt movement there. Oh, the Williams goes in the inside, pushes the Haas ever so slightly wide. The Haas comes back onto the track. Lucky not to touch there. The Williams goes up the inside. John gets himself up into a clean P12 there. He gets away out of the carnage. But what's it? Oh, these two are. He's just lost a wing. The Haas of Watson just lost a wing there. That's unfortunate. That'll slow him down for the rest of the race, and I would say the Williams of Banisher will speed on ahead. Great opportunity for John just to get a bit of distance now. And that little battle is more or less over. And they're now on lap 36, so I'm going to ride on board with the leader at the moment. He's just going through the S's. Beautiful, solid, mature, sensible drive from the Ferrari driver of Fonafe, as always. He's going to bring it over the line for P1. Will he give us a wee wiggle? No wiggles. Absolute humble stuff there from the Ferrari driver. Great win for Fonafe, winning the Brazilian Grand Prix tonight for the and in comes two. Bo gets himself a P2 in the Aston Martin. Then comes Brahms in the Alpine. Setters in the McLaren. He's P4. Then we've got Hydrogen P5 in the Red Bull. Over the line he goes. Then we've got Rossi and TN7 over the line in the Alpine, and also in Big Woods there in 8th in the Mercedes. Then you've got Daz over the line in 9th. Cloves of Garlic 10th. And John DT is going to come over the line in 12th behind Lucky Luke. And he gets my driver of the day. So congratulations to John DT for driver of the day. Makes up 6 positions and keeps it absolutely clean. So well done to him. He'll be absolutely buzzing. Over the line he comes. He'll be real pleased with that. Absolutely. Williams very tight behind him of Banisher. Then you've got Watson over in 14th. Yep, looks like you did. Hawk, you did indeed. Yeah, a wee bit. The safety cars, yeah. Sure, it happens. What can you do? Unbelievable. So there you have it. Race winner, Fonafe. Fastest lap, Fonafe. Hydrogen got driver of the day by the game. My driver of the day was John DT. Most overtakes was Big Woods, and Big Woods also the cleanest driver. I'm just going to bounce on to the race director for the lads, just in case they need to see any of the incidents and the warnings. I'll just pop down through them. And that's it. Fonafe 1, Bow 2, Brahms 3, Setters 4, Rossi 5, Big Woods 6, Hydrogen 7th, Dazzy 8th, TN7 9th, Lucky Luke in 10th, Cloves of Garlic 11, John DT 12, Banisher Bain is in 13th, Watts at 14th, and KP 15th. Rest of the guys DNF'd, unfortunately, due to different little reasons on the track. Guys, just before you all tune off, a massive thank you to you all for your friendship more than anything and your understanding of what happened during the week. I'm not going to dwell on it too much tonight, but I would just say that mental health, anxiety, depression is a massive issue amongst all of us, female and male. And I'm an absolute firm example of it. Absolutely no money problems, no marital problems, no kid problems, but yet I still suffer from the big D. Things just get on top of you and you just cannot control it. And it just takes you to go and find yourself for 2 or 3 days and realize really just how lucky you are. But I was delighted, even though I wasn't on the best of form tonight for comms, it really did give me a purpose and was absolutely glad to get back in the seat in front of the microphone. Um, so, a real special thank you to every single person that took the time to wish me the best. And I can tell you, I had to use every single strong bone in my body to do this tonight. and I must admit I'm proud of myself for doing it, and look forward to covering your race tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for the Saturday night showdown. Always a great race. Unfortunately, I'll not be able to make Sunday because of family commitments, but really, really looking forward to getting back on board and getting back to my old self again. And again, massive thanks to Rick, especially for the serious, serious work that he's doing behind the scenes. That lad must never stop. And he's got a good bunch of guys along beside him there, helping them as much as they can. But the guy never stops. He really, really, really never stops. So all we can do is reward him with some clean racing and some really, really, really good driving. I'll be back on the comms with a few different leagues next week. Look forward to seeing them all. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in tonight and for cutting me a bit of slack with the inaccuracies of my commentary tonight. But it is what it is, and I will see you all very soon. I'll play a little tune before I go out, of course. Speak to you all very soon.
As the lights fade down and the screen grows dim, I catch the echoes of your laughter. Where we've been, through the highs and lows, together we played in this digital realm, where connections are made. From the moment we started, time flew by so fast, creating memories that forever will last. Thanks for tonight, for sharing your light in the chat and the vibe. It all felt so right. Hope you enjoyed the show, and maybe you'll see every song, every moment, they're all part of we. With every note sung and every beat drop, I felt your energy rise. The magic won't stop. In the comments you wrote, each word was a thread. We wove a tapestry, our hearts were widespread. You gave me your time, a gift that's so rare. In this world of reflections, we're laid somewhat bare. Thanks for tonight, for sharing your light in the chat and the vibe. It all felt so right. Hope you enjoyed the show, and maybe you'll see every song, every moment, they're all part of we. Through every glitch and laugh, we found our path, creating a connection that made hearts dance and laugh. I'll keep strumming these chords and writing these lines. With every stream we forge, our spirits align. So as the night closes and I bid you goodbye, know the gift of your presence made me feel alive. In the pixels and colors, a family is formed. In this space of creation, our passions are warm. Sitting here in silence, but I hear your cheer. Every loving heart given is a reason to persevere. Thanks for tonight, for sharing your light in the chat and the vibes. It all felt so right. Hope you enjoyed the show, and maybe you'll see
Keep the hope in your heart. This journey together is a masterful art.